Okay. Hello, my name is Makar. I am 90% and best ending and now all dungeons runner. This will be my commentated run for best ending. We were just finishing up plat. I don't want to do plat because it's not much different. It's basically 80% plat. And then the only difference is you get the peppers, you get the mushrooms for food, you get a sledgehammer. At stasis, you get a stick at some point. Sometimes it spawns in front of you during your normal routing. But then after all that, you get the fire and ice arrows, and that's where I actually got the stick, and that's where I normally get it. There's a lot of bushes that I attack and then get it from. There's a lot of different techniques to get something that's flammable, so that you use it in the future of the run. I'll get to that when we get there. Get the fire and ice arrows, break the crates for extra food and arrows, and then do everything normal. You don't need the beetle for this because we have DLC, which I will go over later once we get to it. If you do not have DLC, I'm not positive on like the optimal route for no DLC, so I'd have to find that out for you. But there are people in the community who would for sure help you with that if that is your situation. Okay. Keep in mind, it's just everything that I've found to be helpful or consistent or something. So nothing I say is like it's set in stone or whatever. This route is also very convoluted. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but I will show you what I do, and I'll mention the different ones as they come along. So the first deviance is we get this bow. You get it before or after we come back here, but we now wind bomb to the tower, and it's just an ordinal wind bomb. Personally, I like to aim slightly right of this tree, and then drop both bombs immediately. Wait for 1/3, and then detonate. You can get a super depending on how fast you're going, because you might speed cap or not. Yeah, that's that. From here, we're going to wind bomb back to Temple of Time. We activate this tower because we teleport back to it for the future memories. It's very useful. But we're going to TP back to tower, or wind bomb back to tower, and then do a BTB to Kakariko, somewhat. There's a text box once you put the slate in, and then you skip cutscene here, and then I believe more text boxes. Also play in French. I believe French is the fastest, same as 90%. Could be wrong, but pretty confident. Also, if you're not in the Breath of the Wild speedrunning Discord, I recommend you join it. The best ending just got its own channel, so any and all of that stuff will be in there. Plus, people will help you out. There's a cutscene now. Skip this. X and pause. We're gonna spawn at the front, so we're gonna turn around immediately. I like to go in here. I like to aim slight right of these trees, where my top of my crosshair is. I like to aim right there. It's another ordinal. I hate ordinals because they're very finicky in my opinion, and they're not always consistent. Always I aim at the same place, so that's why I aim at specific places. Eat food. I got this from one of the crates. You should have a lot of peppers and mushrooms though. Also, keep in mind for plateau, I personally like to keep a lot of durability on my shield. So whatever you want to do or can do to keep durability, that's what I would do. Because you do a rebound, that's helpful after this BTB. But yeah, we use aim slight right and we wind bomb. It's pretty typical wind bomb. For some reason I find it more consistent if I wait till a quarter stam. Also, I'm going to be hard saving in a lot of places so that hopefully can show you guys things better. So for this BTB, we are going to basically Dueling Peaks and then from there to Kakariko. There are two different ones to do this. You can do it up top like I'm doing, or you can jump down to a ledge that's still on Temple of Time and do it. I've heard the ledge one might be easier, but I'm not I'm not positive on that. This is the one I do, because it's very similar-ish to the any percent. But yeah, what's the best way to do this? Okay, I think I'll do it, and then clip it, and then go through it. This might not be the best. I bullet timed a little early. We'll see how it goes though. That's the rebound we want. Okay. It'll be faster to wind bomb if I do this. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna eat and then. Okay, so for that one, that obviously wasn't frame perfect and it still worked with that rebound, which is also why I like to keep the durability in the shield. So for this one, we whistle as we go up like any percent. We see the line above my right knee, Link's right knee, sorry. I like to line up the right side of my knee in line with that, like that. Oh, it's almost a straight, perfect line. And then we aim at this corner brick right there. We shoot, and then we aim again right there. That's kind of lenient, but that's where I like to aim. And then press Y to cancel, swing, do a backflip, swing again, like 90%. Once the question mark turns, I like to jump. And then once he turns again and stops moving, that's when I like to enter bullet time. That was a little bit early, you can be a little bit later. It'll be even more comfortable, or you have a lot more stamina to work with. And then you can bow unequip, or you can press Y, it doesn't matter. And then off you go. I believe it's easy to turn to the right, but it's hard to correct to the left. So for this, we're aiming for just left of the tower, and it's basically where we end up landing. Oh wait, you don't see the rest. But yeah. Okay. And then from here, we're going to do a turn VR super. There's a lot of different things people can do here, like a lot. It all depends on skill level. I would also say as well, if you're newer, there's a backflip with bomb you can do here. There's a lot. That's gonna be a lot of instances where you can do a backflip or like a double backflip square, and then like jump off and do that's what it's called. There's a lot of instances where you can do that instead of doing a turn or a super or something. So I think I'm just gonna leave those out and just do what I do. And if you want those substitutions, I would just ask around. And yeah, it's not too hard to implement, but plenty of people in the community will be more than willing to help you out in regard to that. But I aim at this part of the mountain for a turn wind bomb. Then I enter VR. We actually lag stopped, which kind of sucks. I'll do it again just to see the what you optimally want. I actually might start not going to VR so that I don't have a chance of lag stopping. If I don't get the super, then I'll just then I'll just be slower, I guess. Yeah, we didn't get lagged there, but it's okay. This is where we end up. If you get the super, you'll be zooming right over these trees. I'll showcase what happens if this happens. If you get a weird angle, when I get down, if you need food, you can get apples here, or that mushroom, any of the above. Do whatever you need to do to then wind bomb again. You just want to get to Kakariko as fast as possible. So that you can get, hopefully, a pie escape. We didn't get it this time. Okay, so let's try to show you guys the actual super. think I would do VR like I normally do. Just because I haven't tested anything else. Hate to see it. If it takes too long, I'll just keep going. I don't want to waste too much food, actually. I'm gonna show where all the backup food is. Coming up in Kakariko, you can also make the decision. We're not getting any lag. To either get a heart container or an extra stamina or neither. It's kind of up to you. This was slow. I'm a silly goose. It is a lot harder to commentate while running. I will not lie. My apologies. Apparently I can't talk while trying to do something. You might still be able to get pie to skip with this. We can find out. Yeah. So that's why the super isn't necessarily necessary. For this I'm just spamming A and B.
久しいのリンクすっかり年を取ってしまったが覚えておるじゃろ
After you talk to her again. Choose I am. One more text box. And we skip the cutscene. And then for these, you want to choose the second option, so you can just spam B, or you can press B and then manually move down. Which is technically faster, I think, but it's also just spamming B works perfectly fine. And we just turn around and walk out the door. I like to get these apples. I'm gonna cook for safety. You can also get a second pot lid if you need it there. For cooking, cook in pairs. Cook however much you want. If you want to be super safe, cook everything. I'm just gonna cook twice or 3 times. This is where you can also get the extra heart container or stamina. I am at the shrine. Wind bomb. Make sure to blow up your square here. Activate the shrine. Skip the cutscene. I have a visual cue here. I stand, so like there's a triangle here like this. Or not a triangle, but like this three-way prong thing. I like to stand in front of it, slight right of it. And then the top of my crosshair likes to touch this blue triangle edge. And then don't die. Make sure you heal. And then I run, or I walk off. Do a wind bomb. I don't turn, and then do a super. Just like that. That brings you to this BTB. Which I think I'll do the same thing I did for other BTB. There's a lot of different variations you can get in terms of angle and speed and all that. This is fine. You can curve this BTB a lot to the left, so it doesn't matter if that was super far right, because we want to aim for this furnace that's right there. That's not what we want. Ideally, we are a little bit higher so that we can curve it more to the left and aim or land right at the furnace, which is that rock structure. If you need more food, you can get these apples, which I would recommend. Okay, before we do that. So that BTB is kind of annoying, but it's pretty straightforward. You want to land, go to the edge here, pull out your Boko bow, use normal arrows. I aim, it's pretty lenient on where you hit the wall here, but you want to hit somewhere in this lower right hand dark area, does that make sense? Hit the wall. I hit the wall, not the ground. Not sure if it makes a big difference. Aim in this general area, because that's where the Boko is going to be with ice arrow. Wait for him to turn. I wait a split second for him to turn like fully. I shoot it. You want to aim at his lower back. It's where this is where I aim. Sometimes people shoot the other Boko next to him with an ice arrow because every once in a while he can run into him and it messes everything up. It doesn't usually happen to me though, so I don't do that. Axe swing so that you can buffer your forward input. Do an instant shield jump. Bullet time near over like the very middle of his lower back. Maybe a little later because he only likes to go forward a little bit. And once you make contact, you can unequip bow, or you can press Y. Yeah, and then if you're far right, you can curve left. If you get a super high angle, I would recommend just reloading. I'd also recommend hard saving here, because the autosave is back at the shrine, and it also leaves you with less health. So that's that. Okay, here we're gonna do a smuggle glitch. So you press Y, make sure you have a square bomb down here. Make sure your tree branch is out, and then you're gonna press B to put it back, but as you press B, you're gonna hold D-pad like this. You're gonna unequip your shield, and you're gonna pick up the bomb. If you want extra food, you can throw it at this tree, detonate it so that it breaks it, and you get the apples for free. Switch back to your circle. And so what's gonna happen here is the whole point of getting this tree branch is so that we can light it on fire, and then wind bomb to the top up there. So with this, there's different weapons have different timings on when they burn. So if you take too long with say the tree branch, it's gonna burn before you get up there. If you have a torch, I think it's infinite, I believe. But like a leaf, tree branch like this, a ladle, I think they all have the same. If you mess up your wind bombs too much, you're not gonna have enough time. It's gonna burn before you go to the furnace. So if you want to be extra safe and you're not comfortable with wind bombing it, then I would recommend getting a torch. But for this, we have to be kind of quick here. I think I'm just gonna clip it and then explain where we aim. Make sure to scope aim for everything too, because if you throw aim, it gets rid of the smuggle glitch. So I'd also personally like to eat for both wind bombs. So yeah, let's do it real quick. No. Yeah, getting up this roof is a little difficult. Finicky. Let's just reload. Let's see where this autosave takes us. Not exactly sure why why that one didn't work. It's also been a long time since I've done best ending, so bear with me. This is the snap split on my splits, by the way, in case you were curious. I aimed the wrong way. That works though. Some people throw it here, it doesn't matter. Or it might be faster, but if you miss, you miss, and you have to go all the way back. Okay, so that's awkward. So for this, like I said, you want to scope aim, and then press B to cancel the scope aim. For the first one, we get on that rock next to the furnace. We aim at the left pair of leaves, or like the left bundle, I guess, of that tree. Do a wind bomb, land on top of this house. Here you want to go to the top, or like this, the apex is, I guess. And even then you want to stand a little more forward, like I do there. And for this, you actually want to aim. So technically this is aiming east. And what I do is I like to aim slightly to the right of east, which would be basically, if I was aiming exactly where the roof is facing, I just scope aim slightly to the right of that. I forgot actually which way it was, so I did to the left, and that's why I got this left angle that you will see. So that's why you want to go slight right, because then it takes you perfectly to the furnace. And yeah, that's that. Takes some getting used to, some practice, but yeah. Let's play in BNA for her. Don't actually know which option is better. I don't even think there's a difference, to be honest. Although I would do the first one for that. I just press A for all of them. This is where people like to do their split for camera. Mine's named Snap. I basically split when the liquid hits the slate. Splits are personal preference though, up to you. This is all, we have to get all this so that we can actually get the memories quest and then get all the memories. Some very important things to remember. Take a picture of Pyrrha. Do not forget that. You're gonna be I'm having B and A right now. She's gonna talk to you again. She's asking for a picture, but it'll be a different language, so you don't necessarily see it. Make sure you take a picture. Alright, so I like to pre-aim my camera. And talk to her again with that. Say I took one, you show it to her. If this animation pops up, that means you got it. And then from here, we warp back to Kakariko, to Tawaneg. Oh goodness. So something to keep in mind, after each memory, when you press minus to pull up the map, it's going to pop up with the memory first. So you can kind of get used to pressing minus and then pressing L to go back to the map. And then also try to keep in mind as the memory is going where you are in the map so that you know where to warp to, so you can start holding the direction wherever you're warping to. So for that, it was a terrible example because I didn't do it. But I will try to for one of the memories, or most of them. Here we can glide down to Impa. You can get these apples. If you need them, there's an egg in that tree if you want it. There's mushrooms under here if you super need it. But you go to Impa, talk to her again. Now this gives us the actual quest. We're gonna wind bomb to the fairy fountain. And then to the east Nehru Gate. There's a lot of different routes for this as well. I will do the most recent one that I got my old world record on. That's pretty much just... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Do not talk to her. Yeah, okay. You have a camera equipped right now, just a heads up. Switch back to your bombs. You can wind bomb off these stairs, you can wind bomb off that railing. It's all kind of finicky. So I like to be down here. Make sure you eat again. Wind bomb. If you go from the stairs, you're gonna have a little extra height, which is kind of nice because it takes you all the way to the fairy fountain, which is what you want. But also these fairies still have to load in, so you know, it might all balance out. There they are. I only get 3. Did not mean to get that. I get these carrots. 1 here, and there should be 2 over here. Once again, extra food. The food routing in this is very, it's kind of thinking on the fly. So like, if you mess up here and there, you know you need to get extra food. It's all personal preference as well, so you'll learn how much food you need personally the more you run it. Also, we need a super here. Do a normal wind bomb east to get on this little edge. Super. That was a super, it was just slow. I walk to this edge, and then I aim at this. Ooh, goodness gracious. Maybe not. Maybe just stand right here. I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna hard save. Should work. Oh, I lied. Like I said, there's a lot of different variations for this part. The other variation is going far right where I am. It's wind bombing to a totally different spot from the fairy forest to a different spot. And you can also do a super there. You can also do a backflip, or like the double backflip wind bomb. This is why turns are sometimes a no-go, because you can lag stop and waste a lot of time. Bear with me. It's been so long. That's what you want. I should think I know what I was doing wrong. I'll clip that so I can go over it in a little more detail. Memory is just after this grass starts, so like right about here. Let's start the memory. Let's go over this real quick. I did not need to go into VR, which I remember like halfway through. I remember we aim at like that crest right there, jump, and then I don't think I was turning far enough, so you need to turn all the way pretty much to the sun, I guess. Aim in this direction, buffer once you get lag, and use the buffer twice, and then get the super, and it keeps you just along the side of this ridge. Hug the left as you go here, and then to the memory, which you already saw. And we got our first memory. In front of us, there are 4 peppers, I think. I don't know. You kind of see it in this picture. It's on the right side of that arch. I will get it just so you guys know where it is, what it looks like. From here, we're gonna warp back to Great Plateau Tower. So like I was saying before, now I'm thinking, okay, where am I in relation to the Great Plateau Tower? I'm like top right, I guess. So after I get these peppers, I'm going to press L, it's going to be in the pictures. Or I'm going to press minus, it's going to be in the pictures. So then I have to press L again. And then hold down to the left to go to the Great Plateau Tower. I lied. It wasn't on the memory. I don't know why. It might be because they got food, or I ran. Because normally you just press minus right after getting the memory if you don't need extra food. Now I look dumb. I guess we'll find out for the next memories. I don't know. Now we get a decent bit of memories in a row before we warp again. I'm going to do a turn from the tower to West Nakluda. For this one, I am at Dueling Peaks Tower. A dead angle. People do 2 backflips and then do a 1 bomb, which works. You get a super from Platts Forest. You want to go just over this area, right here. It's right next to this tree. Once again, there's a lot of different variations for that. I think the turn super is the fastest. Oh, also for splitting, I'll just tell you where you split. The most typical, at least. Just give the memory, I think it's gonna like recoil from after the memory, and that's when you split. So, right then, when he opens his eyes and he gasps. We're gonna go forward, we're gonna like, forward and right to in relation to length, which is like back left in the controller. Because you want to go in the small rock. And then you want to aim a little off north so you can do a turn, or you can just do a north wind bomb. I'm going to be landing on this little grass, so I'm going to be doing a BTB. A hard save, I think. I'm going to switch to ice arrows here in cryo. Oh, already have ice arrows. And we have this. Oh wait, we need no more arrows, I'm sorry. Shoot your arrow here. This is why I switch to ice. Make a cryo block. Wait for him to walk over. Wait for him to look back. I didn't shoot my arrow. Awkward. For the cryo block, I put the center of the cryo block lined up with like the edge of the land, where the land meets the water. Nice. My wind bombs are rough today. What is happening? I'm just gonna wind ball north. This is rough. Notes for this one is you have to be kind of fast because the Boko's like to snipe you, like he hit my shield there. It's a bad angle. It's a terrible angle. Goodness gracious. I think I'm standing too close to the Boko on the cryo block. I am sorry. Memory is just over this swamp area. Right here. I'll try to go over some tips for this, even though it looks like I'm not qualified to. Press the cryo block. You wanna... This part's important, because if you jump too early, you're not gonna have enough stamina. So you want to jump late-ish. He's going to turn once, that's the second turn, and then as he is coming back on the turn, that's when you want to shoot him with the ice arrow. Land, go to the left, middle, aim somewhere as lower back, it's pretty lenient. I jump, and then delay a little bit, and then shield jump, and then once I'm in the center of his lower back, I pull bullet time, and I unequip bow. Main thing here is you want to be in the general direction of above that swamp thing. Like the Boko. It's like a huge Boko camp, but like swamp as well. It's where my stamina wheel is, a little bit left to that. We fly right over it. A lot of the times you actually go a little bit left of it, which is fine. You can sometimes do a mid-air, you can sometimes do a normal wind bomb once you land. It's a little finicky. If you are to the right, I'm pretty sure you can hold left like I do here. And you can change your direction, but if you're to the left, you can't hold right. It doesn't move it. You can only go straight, pretty much. From here, so we do a lot of cooking. This is where we get most of the food for a run. Also, apples in the front left of me that you might have saw. You can get those if you need it, like desperately. At this point, you just need enough food to wind bomb once, and then we get a bunch of food. So think accordingly to that. We're gonna hold to the left on our controller. Hit this tree down. Or no wind bomb. Sometimes this gives me trouble. So I think I aim at this branch right here. Yeah, that's good. There's a radish right here. You can get... Let's get all of them. So there's one right here you can get as well. I think you need 6 is what you need, but you can get more than that. But this is the general route for getting all of them. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done it, so I might be out of practice, but... There's 2 back here. There's 2 there. You can get those apples for free if you need them. Where is it? There it is. I like to run to the top of this somewhat. Jump and glide a little bit. Might not be fast, I don't know. So yeah, we have 6 endurance rooms, and then minimum 6 radishes. So I think we got 7 here. And then we just cook 1 each. Also, if you don't know, you can press X to start holding, or it brings up the holding menu, which I like to press X on whatever item is right here, then move to whatever I'm holding. You don't have to press A and then press hold. I see some people doing that when you don't need to. Cook everything. Okay. Whoops. From here you can like put a square bomb right here, then do a jump on the fence, do a backflip, and then wind bomb and get a super off this forest. I personally like to jump up here, aim left to this, do a turn. I'll just say I'm super low. I don't think I was fully on the edge of that, which is important there. Otherwise your bomb placements might be weird, so I think that's why that failed. Nope. There we go. Get that super. I can clip to give you some stuff to bear in mind. The memory is right in this forest. So this is a pretty darn good super. Kept a lot of height, which is nice. But we landed here. Ideally, you want to land, obviously, right there. Because this is where we get our DLC chest. The Phantom Armor. You can get it right here, I think. Doesn't matter, though. You can equip it now, that's what I like to do. Then charge your controller. Oh yeah. So that wind bomb, it's pretty darn consistent. As long as you do everything the same. Stand on the edge like I was talking about, aim slight left with that plateau looking thing. Do a turn to the west. Look back at the trees. I like to wait till I'm at near the apex of the wind bomb. Like it just started falling, and then buffer. I buffer twice. I just buffer once. They tend to get an awful lot of lag, so you don't have to buffer twice. After this, we're going to hold front and left because we're going top left relative to Link, I think. Yeah, we're going top left of Link, so we're holding bottom right. Almost completely down right now. Also, if you have a lot of food like this, personally, I like to just eat all the normal food we have before I touch any of this. Why? I don't know. I think it's just personal preference. For this, I think we aim here. So left of this guardian. And then we do a turn. Brings us to the shrine. There's fire arrows right on this if you need it. I guess it'd just be for more damage. I don't know. They weren't loaded in, so you couldn't see it, but I believe they were there. Jump on this small rock. Aim left of the guardian's wig, yeah. Do another turn. Make sure you activate that shrine. That's how we get the castle end game. Get these ice arrows. Once they load in, I should just eat. Yeah. Then we go to this rock where Link's head is. This is what I do at least. Face this direction, aim at this left platform. Pull paraglider at my height. It's kind of cutscene here. Skip the cutscene. It's kind of scary where you land here, so you want to land like. Sometimes if you wind bomb where the ice chest is, you land on the wall, and you jump up and you land on like a slope, and then it does a cutscene, and then you have to like hope that you don't fall when the cutscene is loading back like this. Jump 3 times up here. Don't climb up. Dude, don't do that. I want to stand at the very edge of this. Aim at the peak of that, or my top of the crosshair is. Do a wind bomb. You want to land where that opening is. Goodness. So for this one, you can shoot him with an arrow to like knock him down, and then because right here we're gonna get a bundle of arrows and a bow. You can ice arrow him, which is the safest thing, which I will do for the sake of safety. Switch to mag, bring this down real quick, and then leave him. Some people get the memory before they come down here and do this. It's just what I do. Get this memory. So yeah, some people wind bomb here, get the memory, and then walk down where I was, and then wind bomb out the window to the right. To the next memory after this. Not sure which one's faster. This one's my favorite because we just hold forward. Because we're going backwards relative to Link. Because I jumped through this window. It's pretty nice. I aim at the top of this. I then jump off. Don't do that. Hope he doesn't bother us. So I do a turn here, and then okay, something to keep in note. Hyrule Castle is very, very, very laggy. So for this, I'm going to do a turn super as well, but I'm not going to buffer with my D-pad like this. I'm not going to do that. The only thing I'm going to do is look back at Castle. I'm going to pause to generate lag, unpause, and pause again so that I can capture that lag frame, which you will see. And that lag stopped. That doesn't happen that much. That's actually weird. And I can't midair. No. This is all sorts of bad. Hopefully this autosave works. I might have turned too well. Got too much speed. If you get too much speed off the turn, I didn't notice that, but if you notice that, then you might just want to ride it out all the way to the memory. It's definitely faster than the lag stopping, so. We got it, which is cool. Memory is right by this tree. You can hold pretty far left. It's gonna be right here, I believe. Right there. Yeah. Sometimes you have to press A twice. Okay, now we can keep in mind is we're gonna warp back to the GP tower. So I'm pretty sure when I press minus, it'll pop up with the memory and not the map. But, you know, I was wrong last time. Yeah. So that was at the picture memory, which is why I know I was near Castle, which is north of GP Tower. So press minus, press L to go back to the map, and then hold down. This is the Lake Como low memory. You can just do a turn to get there. It's pretty close, or you can do a super. I want to try for a turn super. And I think I just have to pause buffer at the GP forest area, because it generates so much lag. You can also do a midair. People just like straight jump off GP tower and then do a midair. I aim at this spot and do a turn like this. Doesn't look like I got any lag. Yeah, and when I buffer once, lag stops. So I'm just gonna midair. This is something I've been thinking about, like experimenting with, is getting there, throwing a bomb, detonating it as I activate the memory. Because I don't have to wait for my bomb to like load again, because the memory like cancels that. And also this tree should fall down, and then I can jump on top of the stump and then wind bomb immediately. But yeah. I haven't tested it though in terms of timing and anything. It's not quite my muscle memory either. Okay, I didn't break. I don't feel like killing them. Does not matter which tree, just get a stump. Aim, swipe left and north. I do a turn, you don't have to. Turns are faster, land on top. Right here is a big moment. You can do a BTB or you can do a turn. a turn and then a couple mid-airs, which I think I want to showcase because that's what I do personally. Yeah. I'll save and then I'll try to do the I'll try to showcase the BTB. So I ride this out for a bit. Make sure I have health. That's kind of bad. Eat some stamina food. There we go. Wasn't the best midders. If I had 2 good midders there, if the first one was better, and I can land right up top where the memory is instead of having to climb that last wall. Also hold my bow there, or I hold in the bullet time to wait for my bomb to reload, so that I can do another midair before I land on that wall. Hopefully this is a good save. I hope it is. Of course it's not. So this one, goodness gracious. This BTB uses 1 arrow. I think it uses 2 ice arrows. Wait, what am I doing? Actually, if I do from the autosave, it might take me back to the watchtower. Anyway, this BTB can normally uses 2 ice arrows. You can use it to 1 if you play it correctly. I'll showcase both, and then I'll do my normal turn again. So I keep my ice arrows that I normally have. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm so bad at commentating while trying to do things. Okay, it's also been a bit since I've done this BTB, but we will try it. I think we shoot around here. Jump down, ice arrow him. Ice arrow him. Grab these arrows. Go like that. Oh goodness, that's not a good angle. But that's the general idea. I'm not the best at it because I don't do it anymore, but... I want to see if this works. It does. Pog. And that's that. Alright, one more time so that I keep my ice arrows. I'm sure there's a better way to do that, like more optimally, so you get like a perfect angle towards the memory. But I just don't do it anymore. And then you can also win bomb directly to the Boko camp. Enter bullet time, shoot the same area I shot on the watchtower, and if you need to, you can eat stamina food, which I think is the fastest way to do it. I think that's what Zenpars does it. He probably does it in his current world record, so I think either way you should check that out, but definitely check that out. Like that. That's the optimal one. Now we go to Satori Mountain and get 2 attack thistles. Or 2 thistles. Mighty thistles, I think. Which is used for attack up food to fight Ganon. And blights and stuff. You can also get a lot of extra food if you need it. So yeah, the food routing is very, very thinking on the fly, I think. kind of getting it when you need it, or getting more than enough, like to be extra safe. I didn't explain what I did there. That's another ordinal. That's kind of finicky. I don't do any turns there. You can get herbs. So the good thing about herbs is that one, there's a ton here, like a ton. Also give you a heart each, not just half a heart, and you can get so much. You need to get both these mighty thistles, and you can also get extra radishes, and those won't give you a text box because you already got them before. So I think no matter what, you should get those because it's not going to be time loss. Did I clip that? It might be too late. Dang it. Oh, I did. So the ordinal is, I aim, it's kind of hard to see in this, but there's a very tall tree with no leaves, and that's exactly where I aim. And I just do the wind bomb. Gives me a nice height, nice angle. For this one, it's kind of been a bit, but this one's a turn to then do a tentacle saw BTB. So I think if you aim at these 3 trees, and then turn north, yeah. Make sure you equip your sledgehammer. Make sure you land with paraglider out. Sneak strike. I think you can get 5 arrows here if you need it. This will also be the moment I switch to the soldier's bow, because your bokeh bow might break soon. Switch to normal arrows, shoot right there. Shoot right there. Turn once, turn twice. And then you stand up, go in the back here, aim at that triangle. Bullet time about midway through. I think this is good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I can go through that one more time as well. For this one as well, you can hold left. So if you're too far this way, you can hold left and it can manipulate where you go a lot more than this. If you're too far to the left, you cannot hold right. You don't go anywhere. You just have to do what I did there. And or midair and do a bunch of stuff. So, quick notes. Shoot that leaf. It's also kind of lenient where you can shoot here, but shoot in that general direction. And then shoot at this little triangle near the greenery. Whatever visual cue you need. And then I'll wait for him to turn a second time. Ice arrow. Go to the back of this little pillar. And with the tip of this cloth triangle thing. Buffer, jump, and then bullet time. I think bullet timed a little early here. And then unequip once you hit. Okay, so this is where the route differs a lot. You can do an AD BTP, which is what I will do. Or you can warp back to GP Tower. Go basically wind bomb to Mag Shrine, but there's a little ledge near that where there's bomb arrows for DLC. You get those DLC bomb arrows, and then you do a super launch off of that. All the way south until you get to the Gerudo memory. It's also been a bit since I've done either route. I'm just going to do the one I did in my PB, which is the AD one. So bear with me, might be a little rough, but we will get through it. Aim at this corner. These ice arrows, aim right here. saving just for tutorial or commentating sake. Stand at the very edge of this, where his shoulder meets his cloth. Hold the top, or hold forward and left. There's a lot of right, like wind. Also, you take cold damage, so make sure you don't die. Just gonna eat one of these. I think this one was a little slow. I can't entirely tell. I'm gonna land right here and do a wind bomb. Oh wait, swim on from here. That's what it is. I like to stand here. Aim at this top part. Do a turn. Look at the shrine. I'm supposed to go into VR for that. You go into VR, look at the shrine, you can get a super. I'm gonna stop here and then try to go. I think we did get the super. I'm gonna try to ride this out to the memory. Basically, you do a bunch of chains, wind bombs to eventually get here. Do what you have to. And then the memory is approximately here. So I've heard you can press A to get the memory before the cutscene. The Boris cutscene, but I haven't gotten it before. I don't think there's time differences too. Because after you get the memory, you just activate the cutscene. Only difference is your split would seem like it's faster, even though it's technically not. I believe. You just spam A after you skip the cutscene. But yeah, that split's a little rough, but main thing is keeping... My head just glitched out, that was weird. Anyway, main things to remember is you get the super by looking at the shrine, and I think go into VR for that. You also look at for the second part of the super, depending on where you land. You want to do a turn, and then go into VR and look at like the bottom of that tower, that's like infinitely long. Yeah. And that's that. And then if you need to, midair to get here. Warp to Teleneg. This is our last couple of memories, and then we're home free. And we talk to Impa again, and we get the final memory, then we kill Ganon. And we get that smile. We're almost done. This is a pretty tough, what's it called? Split, so yeah. A lot of practice for this one. It's a little scary because at some point you take fire damage, so you have to like be particular about it. So I do a turn here. I go on the edge of this shrine, aim slightly to the left of north. Then I dead angle. I think I need to make sure my circle is what's it called? Spaced out from the shrine. You could super, but the turn here is pretty fast, and those alphos you're about to BTB off of is right here. Ice arrow while you're in midair. Go into cryo while you're on cryo. 2 backflip, sledgehammer, typical is alphas, BTB, cryo. Look at his scale. Don't do that. You want to be in this general direction. We're gonna be going over this little ridge here, this like string of mountains, I would say. Try to get a rebound here, depending on pot lid durability as well. Oh, we got unlucky. That sucks. You preferably want to get a rebound. At this point, find anywhere you can wind bomb off of. Wind bomb north. Oh, I did not pay attention to my health. Oh, I was supposed to let him look again. I don't know if this will work. It worked. For sake of time for this video, I'm just gonna go with this. So generally, if you think about the idea of that BTB, is that you just want to get height and in this general direction so you can get up here. Because the problem with normal wind bombs is that it's very difficult to find a place that gives you enough height to then wind bomb. It's even hard to find a place that gives you bullet time. It might be faster just to midair. I haven't tested that. And the normal BTB is you let him turn one more time, and then you ice arrow him, and it's a little easier. But the same concept is that you get in this direction and you get a lot of height. Because if you press B, if you spam B, and you like put your shield back on, you go straight up. So that's kind of what I did there to get extra height, and then you can glide over, or you can midair. So there's a lot of options there. Also, that wind bomb that BTB is pretty annoying because if you don't have ice arrows, that fire choo-choo that I shot would just freely keep going and then bump into him, and then now it's ruined. And if you shoot it with a normal arrow, it explodes. So you shoot it with an ice arrow for it doesn't to explode. So that's why I also like to kind of keep my ice arrows for that BTB in particular, because now I only have one left, and there's 2 fire, so I would have perfectly had enough to handle that. But yeah. Now we go here. This is the only backflip BTB or wind bomb that I do. Double backflip and then place a bomb or square bomb and then go. Do I go into VR for this? I think so. I think I'll VR for this. Trying to get a super here. I go in this direction. I believe it should be fun. So we got no lag there. No super for us. If we get a super, it's super, super nice. Also, I'm kind of dumb, so I don't know if I burn with those things on. In the same capacity, at least. Make sure you don't die here. The burning stops once you get near this tower. Yeah. Honestly, kind of someone right here. Cool. I'm gonna do a turn here. You want to wind bomb over this gap into the horizon I'm looking at. At some point here, I'm gonna midair because it's faster. starting to lose some speed. It's also good to keep your stamina food for this moment. That's why I don't like going for the fast one. Sometimes I just fail it. I don't know if it's me not being consistent or if the actual trick isn't consistent, but just get there. Just get to this moment. From here, do a turn. I used to go for supers here. It is the most difficult thing in the world to try to get a super that worked. As soon as you got any lag, I would lag stop immediately. So that was that. And then you can do a bunch of chain mid-airs, but they're kind of weird for me in the ordinal direction, especially the fast ones. So I like to just do 2 turns optimally. Not like that. I'm sorry, I'm so rusty. Oh man. This is my first time touching best ending, like, in 3 weeks. Oh wait, we can eat a bunch of this. There's also peppers up there if you need it as well. Looks like there's an egg on that tree too. I just noticed that. If you need it, need it. It's also the last memory in the pictures out of the 12, so the split timing is a little different, and I always forget that, so I always split early. It's also my first time touching Breath of the Wild today, so yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember if we press minus, if we go to the memories. I want to say for this one we don't. Let's find out. Oh, you do. Okay, so you have to press L again. Warp to Talon Egg. Make sure you talk to Impa. She will give us the Champion's Tunic, which you will not wear, Sag. And we win bomb to the final memory. There's also different routing for this, too. So I used to go on top of the house, but I think that's slower. Zinpars goes towards the fairy fountain tree, or forest, and there's another super that goes all the way to the memory. I am going to, once I leave this door, I'm going to go hook to the right, go on top of the railing, and then do a quick wind bomb. That sends me north. I think it's north. And then possibly do a midair, depending on where it takes me. And then do a turn to the memory. That's how I do it. So that railing is very Monka. It's been a long time since I've done that. Let's try it again. Because you have to be fast with it, that's all I remember. You have to be fast because if you stand on the railing like this... Oh. Usually I fall in, but I guess you don't even fall. Yeah, like that. It's a little weird. There we go. So this one, I'll walk to the edge. I do a turn. Memory is just past that rock. Where the top of my paraglider is. It's like I'm a little slow, so. Whoops. I thought I went farther than I did. Final memory. For this one, I'm pretty sure when you press minus, it goes straight to the map. Which it also makes sense too, because you don't have a picture of it.
リンクリンク今あなたは100年前の私との思い出をそのすべてを取り戻してくれました。私はここでハイラルの城で待っています。あなたが厄災ガノンを打ち倒してくれる日を。
How we're all pumped up and ready. I was right. Whoops. Whoops. Warp to Karachuki. So I think there's a very fast way to do this. Zinpars has a fast way to do this routing to castle. Bings has created a pretty good way to do this as well. It's also been a long time since I've tried it. I also haven't, I don't remember off the top of my head what Zin's is, but I will do the one that I remember that I think I created for myself. It isn't too slow, but I think Zin's is the fastest, if I remember correctly. Whoops. Do the same turn. That was low. I want to go on top of that though, so we kind of don't want to be low. Whoops. That guy's gonna be annoying. I'm gonna be kind of fast with this. I want to wind bomb east. Sorry, I had to do that super fast. Go on top of here. Aim at dining hall. And then you're here. And then it's any percent. Is the bow loaded in? No. Okay. Oh, it's loaded in. That's not what we want. But everything's same as any percent. I'm not exactly sure how many arrows we got, but sorry, my castle's a little rough too. So we don't need 2-level attack because we have phantom armor. No. Thank you. Also have like gallons of food, so. No. Do normal wind bite skip. Goodness, this should work. From here on now, it's the same as 90%. Looks like it worked. That was rough, so I do account for it. Yikes. That was rough, I'm sorry. don't think our arrows are that good, so I might have to... This might be a little scrappy. Keep in mind we do have 2 Royal Guard bows. My potwood broke. Okay, this is very scoped. Do not copy half of this. I thought my bow was out, or my shield was out. Probably didn't have to hit him that much with 3 bomb arrows. If you really want to, good thing about best ending is you can eat stamina like that. So now you don't have to worry about it. If you get really scared. That's the only thing. Best ending could be different from anything. From any percent in terms of climb. Because you could probably just keep spinning until even you have like no stamina left. Oh. Not like this. that's time. Okay, I'm so sorry I played so bad, but I sincerely hope that'll help anyone. But that's best ending. Like I said, a lot of different variations in routing and wind bombs and supers and BTBs. So watch around, see what you like, see what combinations of stuff you want to do, and find what fits you. And ask questions.
今日はゾーラの里に向かいます。
Also, smile
停
time.
止している真珠バールッタの状態を把握。貯水湖の水位を再確認。それからミーファーのお父上が私たちから彼女のことを聞きたいと。厄災の脅威は去りましたが、なさねばならないことや決して消えない悲しい思いは残されています。けれどこの国の人々ならきっと昔よりも素晴らしいハイラルを作ることができる。だから私はその助けになりたいのです。さあ行きましょう。またその剣の声が聞こえなくなりました。私の力は100年の封印で枯れ果てたのかもしれません。でも私もう平気です。
Smile. Not that one. Don't worry about that. Yay, we just speed ran that ending. Alright. Like I said, I hope this helped people. If you have any questions, DM me on Discord. Make sure you join the Breath of Wild Discord server. DM almost any of the best ending runners. They are very vocal, and can almost guarantee you they'd love to help out. Especially the best ending channel in the Discord. But yeah. Have a blessed day, everyone. Hope this helped, and peace.